word that carries so much, yet means something different to everyone. For some, it's a grand romance, the kind that sweeps you off your feet. For others, it's the warmth of a grandchild's hand in yours, the laughter of an old friend, or even the quiet comfort of loving yourself. Today, on Valentine's Day, we celebrate it all, the love that comes in every shape, every moment, and every heartbeat. In our story, we meet Miss Ernestine McCall, a woman full of life, wisdom, and stories. She knows deep love, and she knows loss. But most importantly, she knows that love isn't just about romance. It's about connection, kindness, and the little surprises that remind us we are never alone. So, sit back, relax, and let's step into the world where love finds its way. No matter the years, no matter the circumstances, this is love finds a way. The morning light streams through lace curtains, casting golden hues across the room. A pot of coffee percolates, filling the air with warmth. A radio hums a soft tune, and on a small kitchen table, a Valentine's Day card, blank, waiting. Meet Miss Ernestine McCall, 72, retired, fabulous, and full of life. She wakes up every day at sunrise, puts on her robe, and greets her best friend, floppy-eared beagle named Randy. He wags his tail, waiting for his morning treat. It's a biscuit. Miss Ernestine is a woman of joy, the kind of woman who never let loneliness settle, even after her dear Henry passed 10 years ago. Instead, she filled her days with music, laughter, and a strong appreciation for a certain Duke and Duchess that started across the pond, but now live on this side of the pond. You know, Randy, she says, scratching his ears, Prince Harry reminds me a lot of Henry. That boy loves deep, just like my Henry did. Randy just sniffs the air, hoping for another biscuit. But today was Valentine's Day, and Miss Ernestine felt a little off for the first time. She was never one to sulk, to sort of feel pity for herself or anything like that. But this day, for some reason, it just felt as if it creeped up on her heart, whispering little aches of what used to be. She stared at the blank Valentine's Day card. Well, shoot, Randy. Who am I going to write this to? A surprise delivery. The doorbell. That is the doorbell. And Randy, ever the guardian of his kingdom, barked wildly, his little legs scrambling towards the door. Miss Ernestine shuffled behind him and opened it to find a delivery boy holding a bouquet of sunflowers, her favorite. Delivery for Miss McCall? The young man beamed. For me? Who on earth? She took the bouquet, and a small note slipped out. It read, Miss Ernestine, love doesn't have an age limit. From one romantic to another, your secret admirer. She gasped. Randy sniffed the flowers suspiciously. A secret admirer? At her age, she thought. The mystery unfolds. Miss Ernestine sat down, heart fluttering. Now, Randy, who in the world? She thought about her usual circle, her church friends, the kind old man at the bookstore who always saved the best poetry collections for her, and even Mr. Dupree, her neighbor, who still wore suits just to check the mail. But she had no clue. Then another thought struck her. Maybe, maybe it was just someone being kind. A reminder that love doesn't fade just because life changes. Still, she felt a little thrilled. Well, Randy, looks like I'm putting on my my best dress today. What should I wear? Maybe a Valentine surprise. Determined to solve the mystery, Miss Ernestine put on her finest dress, and one Henry always loved, and headed into town. At the coffee shop, the bookstore, even the grocery store, she greeted people, watched, waited for a sign. And then, at the community garden, there he was, Mr. Dupree, in his usual dapper suit, holding a book. Was it British history? I wonder if that's the one I recommended, she thought. You looking for someone, Miss Ernestine? He asked with a knowing smile. She narrowed her eyes. Now, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a certain bouquet of sunflowers, would you? He chuckled. I might, but I also might just be an old man who enjoys seeing a beautiful woman smile. Miss Ernestine did smile. She smiled pretty wide. Well, Mr. Dupree, that's that's mighty bold of you. Figured if Prince Harry could cross an ocean for love, I could cross the street. Miss Ernestine laughed deeply, rich and full of joy. Well, well now, since since you're being all romantic, how about we take a walk, Mr. Dupree? I'll be honored, Miss Ernestine. As they strolled, Randy trotted ahead, tail wagging, as if he had known all along. As the sun set behind, casting a golden glow of the town, Miss Ernestine felt something she hadn't in a long time. Perhaps some butterflies? Turned out, Valentine's Day still had a few surprises up its sleeve. And love? Well, love, oh love, it always finds a way. And so, on Valentine's Day, let us remember love, it's everywhere. It's in the gentle way you care for yourself. It's in the calls and messages from friends who check in. It's in the shared laughter over coffee, the memories that live in our hearts. And yes, even in the wagging of a loyal dog's tail. Love doesn't fade with time, nor is it reserved for a selective few. It's in the kindness of strangers, the embrace of family, the pride in your children, and the support of true friends. And if you ever feel like love has passed, remember this: it hasn't. Love is still here, waiting to surprise you, just like it did for Miss Ernestine. So, whether you are celebrating with a partner, your children, friends, grandchildren, or simply treating yourself to something special, know this: you are loved, you are valued, and your heart has endless space for joy. Happy Valentine's Day to all the love in the world, in every form it takes.
Not a star in the sky could steal your light. You are the diamond in the dark. No oceans out there can wash you away. There is no way that you can break. The good in you makes a better me, and you're easily the best part I see. You're a fire